Hey guys, this is E with Scrapbooking with me, and today I'm going to make a little storage solution, I guess you could call it, for some of my receipts and things that my husband brings in and they end up laying on the bar or laying in his truck or laying on my desk or laying on his desk. I'm going to make a little storage solution that I can hang on the side of my desk, and he can just drop the receipts and things in there. This is going to take quite a bit of paper if you make it as large as I'm making this one, but you don't have to make it this large. You can always just cut your paper down to the size that you want. I'm going to make this one pretty big. I'm going to make it big enough to fit this piece of chipboard that I cut out, and you can use just a piece of cardboard, any kind of box. If you just have, if all you have is cereal boxes, just glue some pieces together just so you'll have something kind of sturdy for the back of it. But let's start with the first one. This one I left at 12 by 12. Now you're going to need a pretty good cardstock for the back. For all of it, you're going to need a pretty good cardstock. It's going to need to be pretty thick and easy to score. Not cardstock that cracks easy. So you're going to score first at 3/8. Then you're going to score at 3/4 and at 1 1/8. Whoops. I try to score straight. You know me, I'm not scoring straight. Let me see if I'm backed all the way out. Yep. Okay. You're going to turn it. You're going to do the same thing on 3 sides. So 3/8, 3/4, and 1 1/8. Turn it. 3/8. Whoops. Boy, I can't go straight today. 3/4 and 1 1/8. And then on the last side, this is going to be the top. You're only going to score that at 1/2 inch, and that's it. Okay, so 3 sides you have it scored at 3/8, 3/4, and 1 1/8 on 3 sides, and then on the top you're just going to score at 1/2. And I'm going to show you on this one what we're going to do, and then I will score the other ones off camera because you don't need to see all of them. Okay, on that, in that little corner right there where you got all of those score lines running together, you're just going to cut that out, and make sure that you cut on the outside of the score line so you'll have a good flush cut. And then on the bottom part, which is going to be this, because this is my top where I have my 1/2 inch line. On the bottom part, on this first score line right there, you're going to cut in about 3/8 of an inch. Just cut in a little bit. So you're going to do the same thing on this other side. Cut that out. Cutting on the outside of the score lines. Keep trying to say inside for some reason. And then just cut in about 3/8 of an inch on that first score line on the bottom. Okay, now we're ready to do some folding. So you're going to fold up on the first score line. This is going to be like an accordion fold. You're going to fold down on the next score line, and I run my fingers back and forth like that in that score line to try to keep from any cracking going on. And then you're going to fold that one back up. So, let me show you that. So you folded up, down, and then up. That makes that little accordion fold. Going to do that on the bottom. So up, down, and then back up. Go to the other side, go up, and they all need to be folded the same, so make sure that you go up first, then down, and then up. Okay, now I'm going to put this aside, and I'm going to get my bone folder and sure that I've got some good creases on here. Okay, now this is going to be the inside of our storage solution. So you're going to take this top one. First off, you're going to cut out this little section. I forgot to cut that out. Cut out that little section right there. Just like where those score lines are, cut out that section on both ends. Should have done that before I folded it, but I didn't. Okay, so just cut that out, just like that. And then you're going to take this and it's going to fold to the inside. And then just crease that. Okay, so that's what we have so far. Okay, I have all of them scored and put together, and I will tell you the sizes of the other ones just in case you want to make one the same size that I did. But this is how you're going to put them together. You're going to take your ends right here, and where you have that little slit, you're going to fold that down, and I know this is hard to see on black cardstock. Fold that down. Hang on. Fold that one in on that. See, that's my little fold right there. Then you're going to fold this one over and that one over, so that you have them all kind of together. And I may need to do that on a different color so that you can see it a little bit better. Let me put this one together. Okay, I have a little prototype here that I'm going to show you since it's so hard to see that black. We're going to pretend this is the bottom and there's my little slit. So I'm going to push that down and I'm going to take this valley or peak, whatever you want to call it, put it in there like that. Just fold it in there. And then I'm going to push that down, fold that one over and that one over. You're going to put your glue on this very top one. Alright, let's do that again. Fold that down, push this little peak in there, press this one down, push that one over, put your glue right there, and hold that one down for a second. And then you've got a nice clean corner, and nothing can fall out of the edges like that. So everything is closed up. See? Everything's closed up. Okay? Alright, there we go. So we've got this one done, and now let's put this other side together. Fold that down, put our little peak in there, push that one over, put our glue right here, and press that over. I'm going to put my little clip on here just until I get this top part done, and it'll be glued. Put a good amount of glue down that top, and you're going to cut these at an angle. Just the very ends, cut them off at an angle, just so that it'll go under there better. So I cut this end off at an angle and this end, and then I'm just going to press that down. This is going to make your edge to where there's no raw edge up there. And I take my bone folder and just work that glue back and forth, and it sets up in just a little bit. This art glitter glue does. If any comes out, don't worry about it. It dries clear, and this is on the inside anyway. So just press it down, and then you've got a nice clean edge, and it's not as apt to tear as it would be if you just left it a raw edge up there. Okay, so there is that one. Now this was our 12 by 12. This one's cut at 10 5/8 by 12. Make sure that this is my 10 5/8 this way. This is my 12-inch this way. So make sure that you score your 1/2 inch on the long side, and then these 3 sides gets the 3/8 of an inch. The 3 3/8. So that way all of them will come out the same size. Let's see. See, they'll all be the same width. One of them will just be a little shorter than the other one. Alright, this one is 8 5/8 by 12. This is my 12-inch piece this way. So I made sure that I scored my 1/2 inch line on the 12-inch side, and then my other ones on the other 3 sides. Okay. Then this one is 6 5/8 by 12. Again, I made sure that I scored on the 12-inch side my 1/2 inch line, because this is going to be my top, and then the other ones on the other 3 sides. And then this one is 5 1/4 by 12. Again, my 1/2 inch score line goes along my 12-inch length, and then the other 3 like that. Okay, so this is the way they'll stack on there, just like this. Okay, there we go. This is the way they'll go on there. To just look like an open file folder that you purchase in town or whatever, but I want to make my own so that I can cover them in the paper that I want to cover them in. Alright, I'm going to lay these aside, and I will put these measurements on my blog. And now we're ready to put them down on our board. And my board's cut at 9 3/4 by 14. Like I said, you can make these any size that you want. You can make them smaller, bigger, it doesn't matter. Now I'm going to put my largest down first, and I'm going to use score tape because it'll hold really good. You can use glue if you want. Just going to run my score tape all the way around. Okay, and my first one is going to be right at the top. So I'm going to hopefully get this even. That worked out, I think. Yep. And so you've got your pocket down in there. Okay, so that worked out on that one. Okay, so we have our first one down, our first pocket down on our chipboard. And, excuse me, I am going to just lay my T-square ruler across here and draw me a little line, because this is going to be covered up by paper, so you're not going to see it. And that's where I'm going to put my second one. And I'm going biggest to smallest. So I'm going to put my second one right there. I'm going to use my score tape again, if I can find it. There it is. It's buried. Okay. Now let's see if we can get this one down without getting any wrinkles in it. Okay, I'm going to turn it around so that I can see this line. And I'm just going to lay this near that line, just like that. And then I'll work my way down with it on that side and then over here. Just like that. Sorry, I have a light that's flashing. I think it's trying to blow, and if it starts irritating you or me, I will turn it off. Hopefully we won't be in the dark. So there's our second one. You can see I've got plenty of room down in there. And then we're going to draw a line to do our third one. And I think I'm going to try to keep them close to the same, maybe not exactly. They don't have to be the exact same distance apart. So this one's going to go right here, just like that. I think that's going to work out good. So we're going to put some score tape on this one. Get our everything tool. And if you don't have one of these, you need to get one really quick. The link is below. These things are worth their weight in gold. I don't think the vendor knows exactly how good they are, or they would charge more for them. But we're not going to tell them. Okay, I'm going to turn it around again. Down, pull that down, and pull this one down. Press that down across the bottom. We do want to make sure that these are sealed up really good. So we'll go over it with our bone folder. Again, I'm going to turn it around. Hopefully I didn't get my head in the shot. Okay, there we go with that one. And then our last one will go all the way to the bottom edge and up, so we won't have to mark on this one because we know we're going to put it at the bottom edge. There we go. Put that one on. Right, so we have all of our pockets on there, and now let's cover this with some pretty paper. Okay, now to cover these, you're going to need some papers, and they don't have to be cut as big as the sheet, but they're going to need to be, let's see, 9.5. Let me see. They're all going to need to be 9.5 inches wide. You're going to need 3 that are 5 inches long. That's going to be for the top one. And what you want to do when you put it down in there is make sure that you cover up that little flap, and then it'll just like a continuous thing. Plus you won't hang things on it. You see what I'm talking about? That little edge right there where you put it together. Just slide this down in there and make sure that it covers that up. Now you can, if you don't want to leave any of your cardstock showing, which I do want to, but if you don't want to, then you need to cut it whatever size across your cardstock is. Mine is about 9 3/4, so I cut mine at 9.5, and then just 5 inches long. And I'm going to put this on here with some of my art glitter glue, because if I make a mess, I can always adjust it before it dries. If you put it on there with score tape and you get it down in there in the wrong place, you don't have but one shot on that, unless you use some glue on top of some liquid glue on top of your ATG. Alright, let's see if we can get this down in there without making too big a mess. So slide it down in there. And then I'm just going to pull it up about right there. Wipe off any excess. And I'm turning mine back and forth because mine's a little bit long. If you don't want to make it this long, it's strictly up to you. You don't have to. So there is our first covered piece. And I am using the, let's see, this is the December kit. My Mind's Eye, yes please. I'm sorry. This is from We Are Memory Keepers Urban Chic. I did not say that. And this is from My Mind's Eye, yes please. So they had some really pretty papers in this kit, and I do still have about maybe 3 of these kits left. If you want them, I'm going to put the link below. Get over there and grab them. I'm going to discount them for you if you want them. Go ahead and go over and grab those. Let's see, I think I put that one there. I'm going to lay these in here to see what I want to, which style I want to put. That one there. And I'll put XO here. And then put this one on the bottom. Yeah, that's the way I want to put them. Okay, so I'm going to lay these in here. Slide that one right in there. And then our last one's going to go right here. Just like that. I love this paper. I think it's beautiful. And it's very, very thick, so it's a good quality. You know that I do not like thin paper. If we ever get in any thin paper, I usually will not get it in again. I usually will not buy it the second time. I might buy it the first time just to see what it's like, but I won't buy it again if it's really thin. Alright. So there we go. Whoops. I got one stuck. There we go. There's all of our little pockets. They're all covered. And if you feel like that you need to reinforce your folds here on the edge, you can do that by putting some washi tape or something on them. I may do that later if I see that they're going to, you know, pull out or anything. But right now they seem to be pretty good. And I'm not going to be putting anything but just receipts and papers down in here anyway. So it's not going to be like they're going to, you know, we're going to pull on them a lot. Okay, let's see what else we want to put on here. We also, in that same kit, we got lots of these. We got 2 packs of these. A pack of the Yes Please ephemera. And what else did we get? We got a punch. And we got some of this satin lace or trim. And then we got a pack of these flowers. So this kit was loaded. And like I said, I think I have maybe 3 left. As soon as I get off of here, I will go over there to the .com and discount those so that you can grab those if you want to. It was December's kit, but you know, Valentine's Day is coming up. And this is going to be good paper for Valentine's Day. Let's see. This has a lot of different things in here, so let's see what all we've got. Now these are going to be labeled. As a matter of fact, there's some labels. That says Thursday. Let's see what else we got. There's Tuesday. Don't know if I'll have all the days. Well, you look here. There's Friday. There's Wednesday. And do we have a Monday? Okay, so there is Monday. So we got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So now my husband can drop all those receipts in there. So I'm going to put these down on here. there's all of our days of the week. I'm not sure if I'm going to do too much more to it or not. I might put something down here. Alright, now on the back, we're going to put some Velcro. And I'm going to use my little Velcro dots because I'm just going to put this on the side of my, I have one desk that's kind of a big upright desk, and it has a side on it that I can put this on. So I'm going to stick those together like that. Since these are kind of small, I'm going to put 6 of them on here. And that should be plenty to hold everything. And you could use magnets or, you know, long strips, whatever. You could even use just ribbon if you just wanted to hang it. But I'm going to put it on there like that. So that is it. That's all of it. It's finished. It's ready to go. I will take some photos of this when I get it put up and let you see it. But all of these measurements will be on my blog in just a few minutes. I know I didn't give you the measurements. Well, I did. I think I gave you the measurements. So I'll put all these measurements on my blog in a few minutes so that you can go over and check it out and make yours like this one if you want. But like I said, you can make them any size that you want. But that's it for right now. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give us a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.